Hi, yeah. So, yeah, this is the first review you're gonna see on this channel, but the second review I did because my first review was too long and can be uploaded, so that's disappointing. But, uh, yeah, just gonna get past that. Uh, Still not reviewing the older albums that I did on my old channel, if anyone actually knows of my old channel, which would be weird because I haven't done anything on it for like 2 years and it wasn't popular at all. So yeah, just gonna talk about the Weeknd album, Trilogy, which I guess does qualify as sort of reviewing older music because it's all, with the exception of three songs, shit, shit stuff that's been released before. Um, all of it, all of it last year, I think. If unless House of Balloons came out the year before, it might have towards the end of that year. So yeah, just gonna talk about the Weeknd. Um, yeah. I guess I'll do it by album because it is three different albums together. Um, each album has one additional song that's not from the original release. 28, which is attached to House of Balloons. Valerie, which is at the end of Thursday, and then what's it called? I can't remember if Here Comes the Sun is the full song or is the full title or this additional title. Yeah, Till Dawn, parentheses, Here Comes the Sun. Uh, yeah, Starting with House of Balloons, it's sort of interesting, uh, sort of a nice take on R&B. I mean, when The Weeknd first came out, he already, is it he or them? I mean, it's all Abel Tesfaye, pretty much, and then two producers. I'm gonna refer to him as him because Abel is the face of the band and the group. Um, he pretty much started out with the template of the music he's been following ever since. Like, he came out fully formed on House of Balloons, which is a really interesting take on um, contemporary R&B as well as sort of an expansion of sounds by artists like Drake on his more R&B leaning tracks and The Dream. Just sort of this interesting synth sound that goes on throughout the album, which owes a lot to them, as well as to sort of more rock and indie pop bands. I was happy to see on the re-release that the Cateau twins sample that's in the Knowing stayed because the Aaliyah sample that was at the beginning of What You Need is gone. That's one of the most noticeable things that's out of the track, out of this whole album that's been changed because it's been remastered. Is I think they just lost the rights to use that sample. But yeah, just a lot of discussion of drugs and sex and being a pompous dickhead in the best way possible um, on these tracks. Um, and I think Abel does discuss this sort of lifestyle in a manner that's very compelling, even though the subject matter may seem sort of obnoxious to sing about if you can't pull it off in a unique way. It does. Um, so just starting with Hi for This, which is the first song on House of Balloons, first song in this whole trilogy, is certainly a great way to enter the music of the weekend as it slowly builds into like something really climactic. Then comes What You Need, which is sort of more chill, I guess. I mean, it never really peaks. It's just sort of a low, at points sensuous, at points menacing track, and I find that's probably the most compelling thing about the whole musical output of the weekend is that it goes from being very enticing to very menacing very quickly. Um, yeah, so just sort of a low track with a very sort of unique feel to it. And then on the next track, which is two tracks actually together, it's House of Balloons, the title track for the EP. Because I'm gonna refer to them all as EPs because each one of the trilogy is a previously released EP. Um, the title track of the EP, House of Balloons, along with Glass Table Girls, is one track. They sort of transition very well into one another. Um, House of Balloons, the track is sort of a little bit more moody than it had been on prior tracks. I mean, the confidence seems to be gone, and I think it really works with the sort of slowed down Susie and the Banshees sample in the track, which is great as far as I'm concerned. And then once you get into the nice slowdown that comes in the middle of the recording, just into Glass Table Girls, it's like an entire different mood, and it just grooves so hard. Uh, I certainly love it. And then comes the morning with nice, chill sort of guitar at the beginning. I'm not sure if it's actual guitar that was played or it was just sort of a synth approxim- approximation approximation of a guitar. But yeah, yeah, that was certainly a nice thing to have. I'm not really feeling the lyrics on that one all that much, just because the chorus, the way he's singing it, it's very catchy, but I couldn't really listen to a song over and over where it's all that money, the money is the motive. Just thinking about money and girls, I mean, without any sort of lyrical development, not really for me. Um, see, um, Wicked Games, more on the menacing side of the song, of this whole sort of oeuvre of the weekend. I like it. A lot of people like it. Good song. The Party in the After Party, my favorite weekend song of all time. Just the way it goes, just the way it just plays out is incredible. Just the groove when it hits, perfect, so catchy. And then it chills out a little bit. It's even more intense in the second part, the after party, where it's just bumping. Um, see, I'm actually sort of running out of time now. So I'm just gonna say every song on House of Balloons is really good. Um, not really feeling the additional track 28. Um, sort of, it's a good song, I guess. It's what? How do I describe it? It's a little bit too whiny for me. I mean, at one point he sings in the song about how his ex-girl, or maybe just a girl he was with, discussed with her friends about all the things he could do. And now that they're broken up, in his exact words, now you girls all want to fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your problems, Abel. I'm sorry all these girls want to fuck. I can't really empathize with that, and it's beyond the point where I can go, I guess I can sort of see why you'd sing about it. At that point, I'm just, no, I can't. Uh, see, Thursday, great expansion to the Weekend sound. I mean, there's certainly a lot more guitar to it than in House of Balloons. Um, Lonely Star is probably my favorite song off of the album, and it's the first song on the album. Really good song. I like it a lot. Um, Life of the Party, just a little bit. Something about the vocals just doesn't hit with me, but I like it a lot. But title song Thursday, great. Um, the Birds Part 2 is another standout, uh, as well as the more sort of acoustically based, like acoustic guitar based Rolling Stone song that's towards the end of the album. Um, a lot of people have been talking about this, but I feel too that he should have done um, sort of a reworked version of the Birds Part One, which leads to an intro to the Birds Part Two. There's one he does for live performances, which you can see on YouTube, which I think is better than the one on the recording. I still like the one on the recording, but yeah, I would have liked to have heard that one instead. Um, but what else? Oh, there's the Zone with Drake. It's Drake. I don't really like Drake, but yeah, it's on the weekend. It's cool. Uh, um, Also, there's Heaven or Las Vegas, which I like the title of it, but it doesn't sample the Toe Twins song of the same name, which is disappointing to me because I know he likes them. So I figured, oh sweet, might even be a cover. Wasn't, but still a good song. Enjoyed it. Uh, I'm gonna get out of this fast because I only have like 3 minutes left. And I didn't pace this well at all because Echoes of Silence is probably my preferred of the album on Trilogy. Um, let's see. I may Starts out with DD, which is you'll soon learn is a cover of Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson, and it's fucking great because way to just change the song completely. I mean, I thought when I had heard Thursday that the Weeknd was moving in a more guitar based direction, sort of embracing guitar a lot more. So I figured, oh, if he was gonna start to do a dirty, because unlike a lot of people, by the time I had heard Echoes of Silence, I knew there was going to be a Michael Jackson cover. I thought it'd be a lot more like the original in that it would sort of have like guitar in it, but it really didn't. It was more sort of, I don't want to say industrial, but it was certainly industrial tinged, and it actually worked very well, especially because Abel does sound a lot like Michael Jackson. So yeah, that was there. It was really great. Montreal is also an amazing song, a song that follows it up. Um, Sort of showing more depth out of the Weekend than originally I thought there would be because it's not just straight drugs or sex. Even Thursday was still primarily just drugs and sex. This one is more about a relationship, as involved with um, Outside, which is it's a sex song, but it's also dealing with a lot of relationship dynamics, I guess, would be in there because it's all about people cheating with other people in the song. Uh, let's see. The Host, the second part of EXO slash Elf, amazing. Even though it's a lot shorter than EXO, great. Initiation, vocals, really cool. Um, and let's see, what else? Next, really good. I'm surprised I didn't actually hear that one on the radio, but yeah, every song on Echoes of Silence is great. So I'm gonna review. In total, I'd say it's probably like an 8.5. I'd give um, Echoes of Silence and House of Balloons 9s, and I'd give Thursday an 8. What do you think? Bye.